Hello, animal communicators, and welcome to today's live power training, the place to come for all your top tips, all your top hints, tips, and strategies. So, today I want to share with you a really powerful hack that will help you support your dreams. So whether your dreams are animal communication, and if you're watching this in my group or on my YouTube channel, then they will feature in your bigger dreams. But you can use this hack for anything that you desire to have in your life, any change that you want to put into your life. If you're on my newsletter list, you will already have this hack and a bit more detail around it as well. But let's keep it nice and simple here, easy to do in less than 10 minutes. Grab a piece of paper and a pen, and what you want to do is write down all the objections that are in your head about how you can can't or why you can't have your dream, and then you just brainstorm them all on your piece of paper. And I really invite you to dig deep on this. Are they fears? Are they things that other people have said to you? This is actually a simplified version of step 5 of my 7-step process in achieving your dreams. So if you want to dive into this more deeply, then you don't want to miss the Dare to Dream workshop, where I'll be taking you through this and 6 other steps. But let's look at this one piece that you can use right now, and you can use in any area of your life. So you now have your brainstormed list of obstacles, the things that are in your way, the things that are between where you are now and where you want to get to. So it could be lack of confidence, lack of skill, lack of know-how. It could be somebody else's voice saying you're not good enough, or who do you think you are to be able to have that? So whatever it is that comes up for you, dig deep and get it on that piece of paper. Then what I invite you to do is to go through your list of what's on your paper, go through everything on your paper, and then choose one. Select one. It can be any one at all, the one that you're most drawn to. It might be the biggest one because you think if you get the biggest one dealt with, everything else will be easier. Or you may choose to go with the smallest obstacle so that you can have those incremental steps, starting small and leading up to the biggest one. Depends what kind of character you are. Me, I would go in at the deep end. So I would definitely take the biggest one. But I often advise my clients and students on my programs to start with the smallest one if that feels more aligned with them and how they like to work, and the need to build up slowly, steadily their path towards where they are going. And here we are talking about your big dreams. So all big dreams start with a thought or an idea, or that real strong knowing that this is what you're meant to do. So get clear on your big dream, get clear on your obstacles, choose one obstacle from your list. And that obstacle, I want you to focus on that and then find a solution to it. Find a solution to it. There is a solution. And I invite you, if you're listening to this and you're like, no, Sarah Jane, there's absolutely not a solution to this, I invite you to message me and let me know what your obstacle is, because there is always a way. That is my absolute fundamental belief. There will be somebody somewhere on this world, somewhere on this planet, that has had the same obstacle as you and they have found a way. Even money. If money is your obstacle, maybe you don't have the skill, but you need the money to learn how to do something or to enroll in a program. Then if money is your obstacle, that's real in the here and now. Of course it is, and I want to be respectful to that. But there is money out there. There are different ways that people can raise money. So any obstacle that you choose to focus on, your next step is to look at how can you resolve that? What is a solution to that obstacle? Now, you might not have the solution ready to go right now, but what's important here is that you are starting to open your mind and think in terms of solution rather than problem. So say, for example, it is money. We'll stick with the money one because that's a common one. So we stick with the money. I want to enroll in a program to upskill my animal communication work, and I don't have the funds right now. So the solution there could be, how else could you bring that money into your bank account? Name 50 ways to raise money. This is a really powerful exercise that I do with clients in my money belief programs. 50 ways 50 ways that you can raise cash and be as outlandish as you want. I remember when I first did this exercise, I had standing on the street corner, like selling your body. Like just do whatever on your list that you don't need to, don't overthink it. Just get thinking about what are the different ways that you could raise cash. And you just get it on a piece of paper. And again, what that does is it opens up your mind to look for solution. And then the brain looks for solution and looks how to create that solution rather than thinking, oh, I don't have enough money, I don't have cash. But you've now got 50 different ways that you could generate cash if you chose to. So I'm never going to go and stand in a street corner, but that's on the list because it is technically it's a way that you could do that. So I invite you to do that if money is your obstacle. So there's an extra hack in there that I hadn't planned to talk about today at all. But the point here is that you want to look at what's in your way, choose one piece to work on, and then find a solution. There might also be multiple solutions to that same problem or that same obstacle, and then choose a solution and then think about how can I create this solution? How can I put this solution into action? How can I start to make that happen right here, right now? So there's a nice way to get thinking about how to overcome the obstacles that are stopping you, preventing you from having your dream. And if it's something that's more around mindset, so maybe you are thinking, I'll never be able to have that. I will never be able to achieve that. Maybe that's the story that's in your head. So you want to then write an affirmation that is the absolute counter opposite to that. So it could be something like, I can have X, Y, and Z, or I'm so grateful that I now have the means to have X, Y, or Z, whatever your dream is, or whatever the part of your dream is. So here's another piece. When we're thinking about our big dream, we are thinking about the big picture, but sometimes you might want to hone in on a certain aspect of your dream, and it's okay to do that too. So there might be a certain aspect of your dream that you want to hone into or hone in on, and then look at what obstacles are in your way for that aspect, and then start to work on that. But affirmations are a really powerful way to do that. And remember as well that if you've never done this before, and I spoke about this, sorry, this is coming through really strongly for me to share, so please just bear with me. I spoke about this way back, maybe even November, might have been as far back. I did a power training on this, about the people that are round about you. So it's your dream. Nobody else will get it, understand it, or want it like you do. So if there are people round about you telling you that you can't have that, it's not possible. Who's going to pay you to communicate with animals? It's not possible to have a business where you are bringing in income and putting food on your table through animal communication. Well, I'm here to tell you right here and now that absolutely is possible, because that's what pays my bills, and it's what pays many of my colleagues' bills and the students that have come through my programs' bills. So just be aware that the people that are round about you, probably said with love and concern for you, but your dream is your dream. Your dream is your dream. Nobody else will get it like you do. And if there are people around about you telling you that you can't have that, and that's the voice that's in your head, you really want to have that new voice. You want to cultivate a new voice in your head that says, I can have my dream. And going with this same example, you could even say something like, it's completely possible for me to live my life on purpose, communicating with animals, and that being the job, the work that supports my family. Or use me if you want to, or anybody else that you know. It's completely possible to have a business to pay my bills through animal communication. Sarah Jane does it, so and so does it, that person over there does it. They show me that this is possible, and if they can do it, I can do it too. Because this comes right back to what I said right at the beginning. If you've got an obstacle that feels completely insurmountable, there will be somebody else somewhere on the planet that has faced that and has overcome that. And if they can do it, then you can do it as well. That's the teaching here. What's possible for one person is possible for us all. We just need to work at overcoming the voices in our head, the beliefs that are in our way that are stopping us getting to where we want to get to. But I believe in you. And if nobody else has told you that today, let me tell you again, I believe in you. I believe in your ability to be able to connect and communicate with animals. And I believe in your ability to take this work to wherever you want to take it, whether that's having a business, doing it as a hobby, working in rescue centres, doing it all for free, whatever your dream is. Maybe it's just to talk to your own animals. Whatever your dream is, I believe in you. And I believe that you have the capacity, the capability, and the absolute resourcefulness to be able to do this. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Our paths would not be crossing. I'm very intentional about who comes into my world. And if you're in my world, then I believe you absolutely can do it. And if you want to dive down more into the blocks and the obstacles and how to overcome them, then this little teaching here is just a simplified version of a much bigger step and a much bigger process that I'll be sharing with you at the end of the month in my Dare to Dream workshop. I dare you to dream your dreams. I dare you to grab them with both hands. I dare you to take what is your birthright. And if you want support with that, I would love to be your guide on that workshop, 30th of January. Come and join us, and we can help you reach the dreams that you absolutely deserve to have. Until then, keep communicating.